name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, a.k.a. representing that Las Vegas Aviator team today, Poppy.
Yeah, the Aviators are our minor league team here representing the Oakland A's. But I love the hat. The hat looks sharp.
Well, as you know, I don't wear hats. It ain't part of my portfolio. I lost a bet. I bet my boy that the Aviators would lose. It was a long-term bet. It had some money involved, but it was me wearing this hat for 2 weeks on my podcast. So I'm a man of my word. I honor my deals. It is what it is. As you guys know, today is August 11th, podcast number 327, show sponsored by Blue Chew and Best Per Head. As you guys know, we got preseason football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. We got stuff going left and right. Guys, for those of you that didn't take advantage of that free Hall of Fame game, preseason with me, Steve Stevens, is like taking candy from a baby. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There's more money to be made in NFL, not college,
right,
in NFL than there is in the real season. How often, Poppy, do you get the playbook open to the public? How often do you get the doors open to the public? How often with information do you get the coach's plan of attack? Who's playing for how long? Are they running the ball? Are they working on passing? Are they working on field goals? Are they working on offense? Are they working on defense?
Well, this is stuff that you've built your business on, and it costs you millions and millions of dollars. But when it's open to the public like it is, your sources absolutely jump and capitalize on it. You've been speaking the last 3-4 weeks to everybody on why it's important to bet NFL preseason instead of, hey, no, I'm waiting until the regular season. And you advertised the free game, the Hall of Fame game. You gave it out to everybody for free. Over 217 guys took advantage of it. You gave out the Pittsburgh Steelers, an absolute blowout winner, never in jeopardy. And, I mean, you've shown everybody. You've told everybody. You've shown everybody.
I could talk till I'm blue in the face. I can show you better than I can tell you. What sets me apart from every other wannabe sports consultant on Instagram is they're sitting in their underwear, picking off stats off the computer, which is no different than you guys can do yourself.
Yeah.
The fuck you paying a handicapper for because he put a fake video up of making a fake bet, or they stole one of my tickets, put it on their website, and they're acting like what they're doing. Me, I deal with real-time information. I find out what type of line movements are going on. I find out who the shark money is being bet on. But more than that, I get real-time information from players, coaches, CEOs, and the guys that actually make the line out here in Las Vegas. You don't get that from anybody else because these guys sitting at home in their rental houses in their underwear don't know nobody or have any connections to get you inside information. So this football season, don't be bamboozled by some guy with fake likes, fake followers, fake comments, claiming to be a sports consultant that has no information. What those guys are is wannabe sports bettors.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see any of them with any clients on their Instagram. You don't see any clients cashing in because you don't have any, number one. Number two, you don't meet guys, and you're not on my level. You're doing some fake-ass direct message, internet shit, hiding behind a computer, being the fake motherfucker that you are with no information.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, guys, you're betting your real money. It'd be nice, A, to sit there on Sundays and Saturdays and win money for a change. But B, this is your hard-earned money. This isn't play money. It's not monopoly money. If you were investing in the stock market, you would do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Steve is the only guy who's been featured on CNBC. He's got his other show coming out. He is legit. He's got an office.
I mean, if you're going to invest in something, how about invest in yourself because you're the number one priority?
Correct. You and your family, 100%.
Show preview, NFL season preview is back. Major League Baseball, who's hot? Major League Baseball over-under segment. So we got a great show for you guys today. You want to get a hold of us, call us at 877-220-6540. Go to my website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number on our website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me is probably the best way about doing business. You'll hear back from me immediately. Guys, we will not DM or spam you about contests or promotion. So if you get contacted by an account with my picture that says they are me, look for that blue check mark first for your own safety. And guys, the stalkers and wannabes are out in full effect. I had to delete 17, Poppy, fake accounts of people that are acting like me. And shout out to all you guys out there that are, because my last 6 tickets, I was out of town in Hollywood and doing my thing. I didn't watermark them, which, by the way, I'll be watermarking all my tickets.
Yeah.
So shout out to you 30 people that stole my tickets, put it on your website, acting like it's you fucking clown. Bet your own bets, get your own clients, and be a boss. There's enough fake shit in this world. We don't need a fake motherfucker like you either.
No, they sit there, especially at this time of year now that football's here, and just absolutely
They even
can't
stole
wait
my
for you to
fucking
do it.
Royal Flush for $400,000 I seen on 3 people's sites.
Yeah, of course they're going to do it.
Come on, guys. Boss up with all your fake shit. Anyway, guys, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we do read all of your comments. Now, I'm not doing a promotion on the podcast. What I want everybody to do is go to my Instagram or look for my YouTube video that's going to come out around 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm going to set up a nice promotion for you guys to set your week up tremendously. I'm going to give you a chance to get this preseason football. And do I need to say anything else about personal plays?
No, you're absolutely on fire. You've proven it. And if these guys don't know by now,
And
I mean.
I want to tap into that a little bit. As you guys know, I don't post tickets. I don't need to. I'm already proven. If you don't know who I am by now, then shame on you. However, there's a lot of new guys in sports betting, a lot of new states that are legal that don't know who I am.
Right.
So I went the last 10 days or whatever, showed, over $900,000 in winnings. However, don't get used to that. I'm not going to go post tickets every day and fill my Instagram up with tickets. And you know why? I don't have nothing to fucking prove.
Correct.
Plain and fucking simple. So if you think that I'm going to keep doing that for your benefit, I'm not. It's all about content, teaching people about the legalization of sports betting, and more importantly, how to make money betting sports. Showing my winning tickets ain't helping you do shit.
In fact, it causes you a lot more aggravation and
Oh,
problems.
of course
to
it
be
does.
honest.
It steals people. It gets people on my back. It's just, it's not good for business. However, I wanted to show people, what I'm doing because there's so many fake people out there. But it is what it is. Let's get right into the show, Paparazzi. Here's an NFL poll question, okay? And this is for you guys, too. Which team is more likely to return to the Super Bowl, the Bucs or the Chiefs? What's your answer?
That's a really good question. I personally think it will be the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes, they've upgraded the offensive line a little bit, and I think maybe he's matured even a little bit more. So I think the Chiefs will win a lot of games. I think that would be the more likely team, but you never want to bet against Tom Brady.
You've learned that.
Yes.
Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. I've been saying that for 8 years. You don't ever go against the king, the GOAT, Tom Brady. However, I kind of like what you said. Do I feel Kansas City will win more games? Yes. But my answer would be what team is more likely to return to the Super Bowl, the Bucs and the Chiefs? I'd put that shit at 50-50. I think they both have the exact same chance to get to the Super Bowl if they're not both back in it themselves.
It could be, definitely could be a matchup, that's for sure.
Let's get right into NFL preseason, Poppy. Who's that brought to us by?
Well, that was brought to us by
Yes.
by something else, but we let's go into a recap. This is going to talk about the game, the Hall of Fame game the other night that we gave out, that you gave out for free to everybody. We did a recap, and you said the Steelers have hit the under in 6 of the last 7 games against NFC opponents. The results, the Steelers and the Cowboys combined for just 19 points, and the under was another winner.
Which, by the way, my Hall of Fame game that I gave out for free, which everybody needs to understand, if you think that I'm giving out a free game or I'm running a promotion for $250 or $500 and you're getting my personal play, you're out of my mind. Or I'm out of my mind. You're out of your mind. Guys, my personal plays are very expensive, and right now they're hitting 80+% out of the last 25 games I'm playing. Now, Are we going to have a couple of nobody hits 80% all year long? Nobody. Did I say I was hitting 80% all year long?
No, you said
or did I tell you my
plays.
personal plays are 80% out of my last 25 games?
Correct.
And right now I'm on fire. So, guys, for you guys that bet $1,000 or more, get involved with the personal plays. They're absolutely on fire. But like I said, I also bet a big bet on that under, which I posted my ticket, which was one of my personal plays on that game. But Hall of Fame game, gave out the Pittsburgh Steelers, absolute blowout winner. Caesar Sportsbook reported taking 2 big bets on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to go 17-0 in the regular season. Well, that's 2 big bets that the sportsbook's collecting for sure. You could write that down and circle it. Tampa Bay is not going 17-0, nor is any other team in the NFL.
I agree with you.
Period. The first 10,000 at plus 5,000 would pay a net 500 grand. The second 28,000 at plus 3,000 would pay a net 846,000. Both bets were placed last week in New Jersey. So a guy that knows another guy that thought something was going 17-0 just lost their money.
Yeah, they did. I mean,
New Jersey sportsbooks got to love those 2 guys, huh?
I mean, what's most interesting out of the whole thing to me was that both bets were placed in New Jersey, and it just shows how...
I have a feeling it's the same guy. I have a feeling he placed the bet one time, they dropped the odds, and he bet it again.
Probably.
So, anyway, shout out to the guy that lost his money. You could have took that money, invested with me, and made your 800 grand by the end of the year and not gave a fuck who went 17.
In fact, if you're watching the podcast, you want to get your money back, 877-220-6540.
You ain't fucking lying. It may be the preseason, but there are many interesting storylines and plenty of easy money to make. I've said this over and over. Preseason week 1, guys. Thursday night, you got Pittsburgh at Philly. Pittsburgh held Dallas to 3 points in the Hall of Fame game. Pittsburgh starters will see their first limited action of the year. The line, Philly -1.
Interesting.
Very interesting. How about the total? 34.
Yeah.
Philly's not Dallas. And by the way, to all you Dallas Cowboy fans out there, don't get too excited about your team this year. I have a feeling they will be just as bad as they were last year with all that fucking talent on that fucking team.
I mean, you got Dak Prescott coming back. He's coming back from injury and stuff like that. We'll see if they're improved.
I love Dak. He's just an all-around great dude.
Yeah.
For the Eagles, it's what is it?
Nick Sirianni.
Uh-huh.
It's his head coaching debut, and it's the first game situation for quarterback Jalen Hurts to prove he can retain the Eagles starting job. Now, me, personally, I'm not too excited about Jalen Hurts being the starting quarterback. I'm not sure he's going to be a successful starting quarterback. They did get rid of Carson Wentz, who's over there in Indianapolis.
I'm curious to see what Wentz does in Indianapolis.
We're going to have to wait a while because he's out 5 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, I seen.
But, you got to remember also, guys, that there's only 3 preseason games per team this year. So now you have Pittsburgh, who's going to be playing their second game, versus Philly, who's going to be playing their first game. So now Pittsburgh starters are probably going to see a lot more action than the Philly starters. So take that into consideration.
No, what you take into consideration is it's not real Philly playing real Pitt. So if you guys are making your educated guess or decision based off them being the real team, you're out of your fucking mind because that's not even close to what's happening. These are not the real teams, guys. These are different situations per preseason game, and that's where I come in to help you get the money, know who's playing, for how long, and what they're looking to accomplish.
I mean, you literally know 20 scripted plays of what's going to happen. I mean, where else in what sport do you know exactly what's going to happen like that?
Nowhere. You can't.
Correct.
Friday has 3 games, by the way, including Buffalo at Detroit. You guys look out for Buffalo this year. That's all I can fucking tell you. Buffalo came within 1 game of reaching the Super Bowl last year, which, by the way, that was not the Buffalo team that was killing it all year long.
No. That game they were not.
Buffalo's quarterback Josh Allen signed a huge contract, which, as he should have, the guy murdered it last year. Buffalo's quarterback is a true G. I like Josh Allen. I think he's a true quarterback, and I can't wait to see what he does this year. Buffalo's win total this year, guys, is set at 11 games. Can they win 11 games, Poppy?
Yes, they can. They are talented enough to do it. 100%.
Anyway, the line is Bills -2.5 with a total of 36.5. Lions will give quarterback Jared Goff his unofficial debut with the team on Friday night.
Now, if these were regular teams, like Steve just said, this game would be probably his game of the year. Buffalo would win this game by 25 to 30 points. However, it's not the real teams. Detroit has their new head coach, Dan Campbell, making his debut. Buffalo is not going to risk their new $150 million quarterback out there.
No.
They are going to conserve their players and be playing guys who are going to support their star squad.
Now, when I say over and over in the beginning of the season how they're going off last year, how the sports books come up with their numbers?
Yes.
And the lines is off last year's power rankings?
Yes.
They're not using any power rankings for preseason.
No.
And can't you tell by the line? Sports books know what they're fucking doing. But guys, there's a reason why they max you out at $5,000 on a preseason football game versus during the season, they'll let you bet $250,000 because the public has the advantage. Don't you want to get involved and make your bets when you actually have the fucking advantage?
Yeah, I mean, in a regular season game, Buffalo would be a 12 to 13 point favorite in this game. So the fact they're 2.5 is telling you something right off the bat.
Period.
And a guy like that right there has the information. Make yourself money. It's real simple.
Saturday, most teams play, including Saints at the Ravens. The Saints begin life after Drew Brees. Here's the question. How rough will the growing pains be for the Saints post-Drew Brees, Bobby?
Drew Brees is a legend. He's one of your favorite guys and my favorite guys.
Second or third quarterback of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're going to have to,
Third.
Is it going to be growing pains? It's going to be growing pains. Replacing any legend is going to have growing pains. Do I think they can be successful? They can, but is it going to be at Drew Brees' level? No.
No, and don't forget, the Saints are also without star wide receiver Michael Thomas.
Yes.
So that's going to be big for them, too. Ravens minus 2.5, total 36.5. Look out for the Ravens covering against the spread this year as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is still debating whether or not to get vaccinated, even after getting COVID-19 twice.
Well, I think Mr. Jackson's not going to have a choice, and he will end up getting vaccinated. These teams have been told they're going to be fine. These teams have been told if you have problems, you'll end up forfeiting games. So I think the NFL is going to be extremely serious with these guys.
They're sanctioning it to the fullest degree. And you know why? Because whatever happens in the world, you guys don't have to worry about sports disappearing like it did during COVID.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. There might be a chance, limited fans at the game, but we're not going without any sports that we made history with last year with COVID.
I agree.
So, the world, we're dealing with what we're dealing with. NFL is sanctioning these guys to the point where you don't get the COVID shot, you don't stay in your circle, you get sick, you don't get paid.
And I like it.
Plain and fucking simple. So these players definitely want to get paid.
Yeah.
Quick question. Houston Texans are at Green Bay. Texans GM and the head coach said Deshaun Watson will not play in this game, but when asked if Watson will play at all during the preseason, David Culley said no comment. Question. Will all the drama surrounding Houston, is this a team you can target and take advantage of during the preseason with inside information?
Yes. I mean, this team is in shambles. They've
doubt.
lost a lot of players. They've changed coaches. Their quarterback is, alleged to have sexually assaulted 10, 12 girls. Your main man is under all kinds of investigation. Yeah, it's a circus over there. So, you can target them and take advantage.
All day. You got Jets at Giants. We get our first look at BYU star Zach Attack Wilson.
One of your favorites.
For the Jets, and I can't wait to see what this dude does.
Yeah.
I loved him in college. I know he's a little small, but the dude has a heart of a lion, so I can't wait to see what he does in the NFL. Jets minus 1.5, total 34.5. We haven't seen one total over mid-30s.
No. And that first game that we saw was all defense, too. So.
I can tell you every game ain't going to be under 30s.
No.
I can tell you that now. Giants question. Do you think if quarterback Daniel Jones has an unimpressive season again this year, the Giants should look at a different direction? They should be looking in a different direction now. Fuck waiting on what he does this season.
I agree.
Yeah, I wish they'd take Carr and let us fucking get our boy over there from Green Bay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, Seattle at our Las Vegas Raiders, which is going to be a party.
Are you going to be there?
Absolutely. It's going to be a great game. What do you mean? What kind of dumbass question is that? Oh, you weren't in the meeting. I'm taking everybody.
Oh, good.
We're all going to the game. You too, Poppy.
Okay.
Seattle at Las Vegas.
Nice.
The line Vegas minus 1.5, total 37.5. Raiders game is the first game with fans in attendance at Allegiant Stadium. The average ticket price, $270. I don't know where they're getting that average ticket price from. You better more like $500.
Yeah.
That price is 170% higher than the second most expensive week one preseason ticket in the NFL.
Well, it's Vegas, and people
it's not a secret.
Yeah.
Vegas is the games to be at period.
Yeah.
They're going to be popping, they're going to be star-studded, and they're here in Las Vegas.
Correct.
And it's not just the Vegas fans. It's the fucking tourists and the people coming in to root their fans as well. See, that's what's going to be so crazy about our stadium. We got Vegas supporting. So now you got all the LA, the Oakland, the gang-banging fans that are still going to come here repping the Raiders.
Yep.
You got our whole city, which is repping the Raiders.
Yep.
But don't be fooled. These opposing teams and tourists are going to fill up the opposing team side as well.
What better place to come to support your team than Vegas? I
Exactly.
mean, they're going to be here drinking, partying for the weekend and stuff
No
like that.
doubt.
and
Just
ready
be a
to roll.
gentleman, because don't forget, our Raider Frowns are a little rowdy. I don't want you to come out here from Tampa Bay or somewhere acting a little rowdy, come to the Raider game and end up leaving sleeping.
Yeah.
Get knocked the fuck out around this bitch. You know what I mean? But we're trying to keep it peaceful. They didn't build a jail inside Allegiant Stadium for nothing. So they don't plan on anybody getting out of pocket, yelling, fighting, or doing any of that type of disrespectful shit.
No, this isn't Oklahoma City.
Well, don't forget, people like me, I'm bringing my kids to the game, bro. You know, unless Al Davis and Mark Davis are paying you, you can root for your team, but don't bang for the team. It ain't worth stabbing somebody or shooting somebody outside for any fucking sports team, for that matter.
Yeah.
Period. Get excited, drink your alcohol, root for your team. You don't got to go talk shit to someone next to you because they got a fucking San Diego Charger jersey on. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Be professional.
And remember, there's kids at the game.
Yeah, my kids. You come fucking around with my kids around there, it's on. Major League Baseball, who's hot, who's not segment. Who's that brought to us by, Poppy, since you eat it all the time?
Well, my good friends over at Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that help men get stronger and longer-lasting erections. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet packaging, and the process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com today and consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive the prescription within days. It's that easy. And today, Blue Chew is offering a special deal for the fans of the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. Go to BlueChew.com and use our promotional code VIP and get your first shipment absolutely free. That's promo code VIP, and you'll only pay the $5 shipping fee. So up your swagger and be a baller in and out of bed with Blue Chew. That's blue like the color, BlueChew.com. Try it for free today.
All right, let's get right into who's hot, who's not. New York Yankees were on fire, winning 10 of 12 games. And what did I say in the All-Star break?
You
did
said
I
they
not
had to
exactly
come out.
say and they have to win 10 out of 12 games? Did I not fucking say that?
Verbatim, and with anybody who questions that can go play the fucking clip back.
Yeah, exactly. So don't run your mouth. Just rewind the clip. I said if Yankees got to do something, they got to win 10 out of 12, and sure as fuck they did.
And haters who want to constantly talk shit, why don't you be a man, step up, do your due, and say, hey, you know what? The guy said exactly that. You know, you want to talk shit on the show, no problem. We're big men, we can take it. But you know what? Give us the due, too, because there's about 100 times out of the 327 podcasts that we've predicted something right. Team winning the Super Bowl, a team winning the World Series, team winning the NBA championship, making these predictions that we're 100% right. So give us the due also if you want to talk shit.
Right. And guys, we're not into deleting comments. We're not into doing anything. But if you write something on our page that's stupid, that isn't relevant, you could say you don't like his shirt. You could say you don't like me. You could say your opinion. But my social media company, if you come up and say, I bought a $50 promotion, I went 2 wins and 1 loss, but Steve's over there showing 6 plays on his Instagram that I didn't get, because you didn't get personal plays. So if you come up on my Instagram comments acting like you bought my personal plays when you spent $50, yeah, that shit's going to be deleted because it's not valid.
Correct.
Anything that you have to say valid, you could talk shit, you could hate, you could be mad because I blew your girl's back out, whatever you want to say, but just make sure it's valid, plain and fucking simple, because I'm not into that corny-ass deleting shit. Anyway, Yankees were on fire, 10 out of 12, but Yankees have dropped 2 of their last 3 games. New York has climbed within 2 games of Boston for the second wild card spot in the American League.
Well, Rizzo did get COVID, and they may have a couple other COVID issues. They are playing Kansas City, so maybe they can get back on track.
Field of Dreams, on Thursday, Yankees and the White Sox will square off in a new 8,000-seat stadium at the same site made famous in the 1989 movie Field of Dreams in Dryersville, Iowa. The series will continue on Saturday and Sunday in Chicago. As of Tuesday, the cheapest tickets were $875 each. Now, that would be an iconic fucking game to go to.
I would love to be there. I remember when the movie came out, I was in the movie theaters. I was young, but I was in there. And $875 during a pandemic. I mean, fuck.
To go to the game at the Field of Dreams, bro?
We should have gone to that game.
No doubt about it.
Fuck the Raiders preseason game. Let's go to the Field of Dreams.
Fire up the Learjet and take everybody there?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be about $100,000. I'm cool. Let's make some money in
Hey,
football
you
first.
just made a lot of money this past weekend.
About 950 G's. to be
Yeah,
exact.
yeah. So, you know.
Here's the trend. The last time the Yankees played in a neutral site, the game was in 2019 in London.
I remember.
When I highly suggested taking the over. You know what the result was?
I
Both
remember.
teams scored a combined 30 runs in game one and 20 runs in game two, and New York won both games.
Yeah, I remember. It was crazy fucking the scores. Yep.
Let's do a little recap, Poppy. I said the Colorado Rockies are on fire in the first 5 innings at home this season. Result, the Colorado Rockies won in the first 5 innings on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Anything else?
I don't think you
Guys,
can do any
our
better than that.
golden nuggets on this show are like no other. One thing about this show, it's all about making money sports betting. We're not ESPN. It's not our job to preview every game on the board. We preview who's hot, who's not, and give you information on games where you can bet and make money. After all, sports betting's a second income for you. It's what it's all about anyway, isn't it?
That's why you earned the nickname Stimulus Steve. I mean, you were giving out money fucking better than the government.
You ain't lying. Here's a stat. The Rockies' first 5 inning stats are home field stats. Remember that. But on the road, Colorado may be the best team other than the Texas Rangers to fade. To fade, I said. In the first 5 innings, the Rockies are 11-35 in the first 5 innings on the road. And I wanted to make that clear to people. It's the home record first 5 that they're on fire.
Correct.
On the road, you might want to fade them first 5.
Right, 11-35. Now, guys, if we do this podcast and they go out and they win 3 out of the next 4 games in the first 5, don't come back and scream at us. But if you consistently play against them, 11-35, you're winning 3 out of every 4 times.
I know. We get one guy that we give the Yankees first 5. They win 5 out of 6. The dude has the balls to go to Instagram. Game 6 lost. What do I do or whatever? Right. Guys, they're fucking trends. Don't call me about any of that bullshit. The guys that are signed up with me know exactly what game that I'm playing. And it's not my job for you to sit here and look for free information and then ask me questions about it. You know what I mean? I also said the Toronto Blue Jays are on fire and the Boston Red Sox are ice cold. Here's the result. Toronto swept the Red Sox last weekend at home in Toronto. Did we not say Toronto at home will be on fire, Poppy?
Exactly what we said. We said
I posted my tickets of Toronto.
Their first game was Kansas City. The first time they were going to be home in a year and a half. They swept Kansas City. We said on the podcast they would sweep Kansas City. They did so. Toronto is another team that's really coming on.
I've given out more winners in Golden Nuggets. I say this, and God, this goes back almost 5 years.
Make sure you listen to yourself.
Our Golden Nuggets are over 70% every show, 327 episodes worth.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that. And before you run your mouth, rewind them and do your fucking math. It's real. I said, to be exact, Toronto's now 11-3 overall in their last 14 games. If you've been fading the Red Sox, you have been cashing in like a motherfucker. Boston is 2-10 in their last 12 games. What's up with Beantown? After the Rays, Boston should get a few wins at home against Baltimore, but then they are back in the Bronx on Tuesday, August 17th.
You know, Boston didn't really do very much at the trade deadline. They didn't add any pitching. They're not really deep with their pitching. I mean, Nate Eovaldi, Edwin Rodriguez, Pivetta. This isn't a team that's deep with pitching, and I think that might come back to bite them. They may have overachieved a little bit in the first half. I still think Boston can get there, and I still think Boston should be in the playoffs. But are they some dominant team that can run through the playoffs that has pitching like the Dodgers or something like that? Absolutely not.
Let me ask you a question off the subject here. Could you imagine if the Cincinnati Reds had like 4 boss-ass pitchers? Where would they? They would have an honest shot at a World Series. That's how serious I'm into Cincinnati right now.
I have this discussion nightly with Scotty, and I've had it since the beginning of the season.
I mean, Scotty, could you imagine 4 beast-ass pitchers? I couldn't see nobody beating them.
Had they have had some relievers at the beginning of the year and not blown some games, a closer, this team would definitely be in the playoffs and be right there. I mean, Cincinnati is hot as fish grease, as
Cincinnati made me a lot of money this week.
Yeah,
plain and fucking
Cincinnati's playing great baseball. Another thing, like you've tried to tell people, catch teams on fire and ride the wave, and don't just jump off like right away, wait for them to lose 2 games. If you're following some of these teams, man, you're making a lot of money, and you jump on the teams.
Oh, no doubt. Tampa Bay Rays have won 5 straight games and are 9-2 in their last 11 games. Chicago Cubs have mailed it in. They traded away stars like Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant. Cubbies have lost 6 straight games.
Well, we said you're going to see which teams are contenders and pretenders. The Cubs did trade away basically the team, and they have a different motive. They're bringing up other kids to see who's going to be successful for the team and what they have to do. So, yeah, teams like that you got to play against.
NL West is heating up, guys. Dodgers have won 3 straight games and are 4 games back of San Francisco. That also has won 3 straight games as well. San Fran's on their little run again as well.
Yep.
Oakland A's have won 5 straight games and are 9-2 in their last 11 games. Weekend's Major League Baseball series are predictable on paper. And that's what the public gets fooled about all the time. These games are very easily predictable on paper. But if you want to keep your paper, call VIP Sports. If you really want to see, because games that appear good on paper aren't necessarily even close to the outcome.
No, these are the bookies' favorite games, and
they want you to bet games that look good on paper.
-$1.80, -$2 favorites on the road. Oh
exactly.
Yeah, these are their favorite games.
Exactly. These guys that are betting -$300-$400 money lines right now are getting buried.
Yeah.
I see our little purse boy. I don't even think he talks about sports anymore. He talks about crypto.
Yeah.
I mean, this fucking dude is a goddamn joke. Are you a wannabe crypto guy, or are you a sports consultant? Which one is it? Because we've yet to see a client on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Just saying, bro. Let's get right into a couple different things. This weekend's Major League Baseball, like I said, Dodgers at Mets.
Yep.
You got Rays at the Twins, Brewers at Pirates, Padres at Diamondbacks, A's at Rangers, Rockies at Giants. Every favorite, by the way, except San Francisco, is on the road.
And guys, you better remember these teams that have traded away guys, they're bringing kids up that are trying to play hard to make the team for next year. So, you may have these dominant major league teams against these younger teams, but these kids are going to play hard. So don't just think because you got -250 and you got Scherzer on the mind versus somebody else that it's an easy win, because some of these teams will lose as big favorites.
Let's do the Major League Baseball who's hot to the over-under. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
New York Mets are just 1-8 in their last 9 games and have fallen back to 3rd place behind the Phillies and Braves, but the Mets have hit the under in 5 straight games. The Mets are 31-15 to the under at home, and starting Friday, the Mets play either the Dodgers or the Giants in 13 straight games.
Oof.
Guys, come on, man. That's pretty serious. 6 of those games will be played in New York, and 7 of those games will be played on the West Coast. Here's the question. Is the Mets' extended stretch of games against West Coast powerhouses basically do or die time for the Mets? Well, what kind of dumbass question is that? Absolutely it is. Does that mean they're going to do? I would have to say they don't.
I think they don't. DeGrom's on the injured list. I think they're not quite as strong as some of the other teams. Philadelphia has a couple injuries, but since the All-Star break, Philadelphia has the best record in the major league. So, they have slipped the Mets from 1st place down to 3rd place. Here's do or die time, and they've got to go play 2 of the best teams in baseball. So, do I expect the Mets to be able to put up rather than shut up? No. No,
me neither. Seattle Mariners, usually a solid over betting team, has shifted to the under as of late, mostly because of their, the motherfuckers just can't score. Their bats just ain't there.
Yeah.
Offense is terrible. Seattle has scored just 17 runs total in their last 6 games and hit the under 7 straight games.
Yeah, I think Seattle's coming back down to life. I don't think they're a very good offensive team, and I think you're seeing the real Seattle bats right now.
Boston Red Sox, went through a horrible slump offensively in 12 straight games, but Boston scored 8 runs in a losing effort on Sunday and gave up 8 runs on Tuesday to the Rays, producing 2 straight overs. Tampa Bay has hit the over 4 straight times.
Yeah, Boston's back at home, which makes a difference. They're playing Tampa again, and I could see Boston start to put up runs again.
Baltimore Orioles have given up 62 runs in their last 6 games. Baltimore has hit the over 6 straight times. Miami Marlins have given up almost 50 runs in their last 5 games. Miami is 8-1 to the over in their last 9 games, including 5. 5 straight.
Miami needs the COVID season back. They were on fire, made the playoffs last year, but this year not having the same kind of
Anyway, guys, the time is now to make your money. Like I said, we got preseason here. Make sure you look at my social media tomorrow. I'm going to run a nice little promotion that'll set you guys up for the entire week to absolutely get paid. Stay focused. Everybody's mental health is clearing up right now. I know mine is. Everybody in the office, our aura over here is positive, fantastic, and I want you guys to be the same. Whether you're not doing so good right now or you're doing great, if you don't have anything positive to say to somebody, don't say it. Your job is to uplift people. Be positive. Say things that are going to uplift people to get them to the next level, guys. That's the true heart of a master closer. You have to be motivated. Your mindset has to be in the right place in order for you to even live your life. If you don't have the right mindset, you can't even have the proper health. So guys, like I say, stay positive, stay focused, stay motivated. Football season is basically here, and now is the time to build your bankroll. Make sure you DM me, make sure you call us, make sure you take advantage of that promotion that we run tomorrow, because I want to set you guys up to have the biggest football season you've ever had in your entire life. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the crew, we love you, stay focused, and remember one thing, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. We'll see you next week. Peace.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pirate.